We're going to do a playthrough of Babylonia, and that should illustrate the review quite nicely. I'm here with my friend Jace.
Hi, Latch.
Hi, Jace. So Jace has been giving me a hard time with this game for the last couple of months. He's my most regular opponent. And one of the interesting things that we found a few weeks ago was that the two-player game is actually really quite good. And this balance that I've talked about before, about do you want to expand your own empire or do you want to mess with your opponents, really comes to the fore. It's a finely balanced game. We're going to see how we do. We'll show you the setup, and that should illustrate everything. Are you ready, Jace?
Yes.
What are we playing for? 1,000 yen per turn as usual? Maybe not.
No, we'll get arrested.
Yeah, you're not allowed to bet in Japan, except on like horse racing and crazy stuff. Girls cycle racing. Any cycle racing? You
Boat
can bet on
racing
cycle
also.
and boat racing.
Yeah.
Hence the Tokyo
boat race
race
that's
thing
coming
that we
soon,
keep
right?
saying. is
Yeah,
always
August.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Who knows? We're not allowed to gamble on this. But I'll bet you a beer I can beat you. I haven't done so far. Now, in the setup, because there are only two of us, as I mentioned in the review, we only play with two parts of the board, which is these parts, and we take out some of the elements. We're taking out two of the ziggurats, which is for the land that we're not using, and we're taking out several of all of them, 5, 6 and 7 crop fields, 2 of the city crop fields, and let's have a look at these. And these are the tiles that we've taken out. Again, if you're really playing the game yourself, you need to check the rules, but this is what we've taken out. So I'm going to put those to one side, let's put that in a heap. There's the section of the rules that you'll need to check for that. All right, shall we go? So we're going to turn these upside down, shuffle them together. Jace is going to use his eidetic memory to remember where these are and try to put them in a favourable position for himself.
Hopefully we just know farmland area only.
Yes, so one of the things that adds a lot of replayability to the game is that the setup is different each time, and I've found that very engaging. Different, should we put the ziggurat in there? We should put the ziggurat.
I just push it up because we're mixing.
Yeah. And then we're going to shuffle our own tiles. And this is where I said earlier in the review that the quality isn't really so great, and these are going to get chipped and marked, and I think there is a bit of scope for cheating. On the other hand, if you've got people in your group that are cheating, find a new group. that's the answer to that. All right, then we draw up 5. And what are we going to do? Are we going to janken for the first turn?
Sure.
Let's do that then. So off I go, and you can see what I've got here. But I think I'm going to go for, actually, I'm going to there. So you can see what I'm thinking of there. I'm trying to connect the cities and give myself points for the ziggurats at the same time. So I score 1 point for this position and then 2 points for this one. I've got 3. Jace, your turn. I draw back up to 5.
Now, Latch is doing my ziggurat strategy, so I have to adjust.
Well, I've learned from a master.
I guess I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, I'll be getting 3 points for 1 here, and then 2 when I place the other token. So that's 3 points, and I'm trying to get a section off here, and probably I can expand here later. So I'm trying to avoid his area that is trying to assert. So now I have
Avoidance as a strategy. Now, what I'd really like to do is get across the river. And the problem with doing that, when you look at what I've got in my hand, is once you place something in the river, you can only place 2 pieces. I'm going to get all my ziggurats going. 1 there, and another one here. So, only ziggurats to score in this round. 1, 2. Maybe I should go. Oh no, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you
and
have
then
6.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
6 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jace, your turn.
Okay. So my tiles stars are not helping me with trying to place 1 here so that I also get 3. So I'll do something else instead. Instead, I'll block this area off. So this is, I'm trying to isolate him to this area so that I have these cities for myself, hopefully. So that's my current thinking.
Yeah, looks good. Not happy with that move at all. The problem with getting across here and making the connection is, once you put something in the river, you can only place 2. And as you can see, whatever I do, Jace is going to intercept me. So maybe that would be nice to have, but my better move would be to find other angles. So how about here and here? Now, he might want to intercept me there, or he may have other ideas for himself. No ziggurats to score. Your turn, Jace.
I could, but it's too far from my other piece, and as he mentioned before, it's about connecting your tiles together. So even though now it looks like we're scattered, at some point we would try to connect them. So if I try to intercept him here, it will be too far from my other pieces, and it will take... So just to backstab him or prevent him from doing anything, it's costing me a turn, which is not fruitful. So instead, I'm going to secure my lead here. So now, at least I'm secured with this city. Even if he tries to take the city by putting 2 tiles here, it will still go to me, and I'll score for 1 additional point every city.
Nicely played, nicely played. Yeah. And so here's a great illustration again of what we've been talking about, this balance between, does he want to interfere with me, or does he want to build his own empire? Now, what this allows him to do here is continue expanding and connecting things, and it doesn't matter when he fills these in, because he's always going to win the city. So there is a question for me about whether I want to trigger that city early, which I might do, because that'll mean he'll get less points for that city in particular. But as we've said, it does mean that I'm not working on my own empire. But there's an opportunity here with this 6, and I think what I'm going to do is make a dash. I'm going to play multiple farmers to be pushing the connection along, and that asks the question of him, does he want to come over my side? And I'll put 1 in there. So no ziggurats to score, 1 crop field. I've got 6 extra points, up to 15, and that's just discarded. Jace?
Okay, so finally I got some pots, so now I can fulfill all of my ziggurat requirement. Well, I can place any noble here, but I wanted it to at least match the city so that I can get points out of the city, and I'm not wasting a noble for just being near a ziggurat. And so from this, score me 3 points, and then for my second action, I'll place it here. So here, I'm forcing him to either close the city so that no one can take it, and that would be wasting a tile for him. Or he'll let me score it, but then I'll get a city. So it's a conundrum, but I'm giving him...
Yes, we like conundrums. I'd rather they were all in my favour, but you know, if it were easy, anybody could do it. And if anybody could do it, why would we be doing it?
Yeah.
Now, what I want here is to get the city. That means I'm going to have to play into the river. And that's interesting because it means I'm going to start branching out, and Jace is going to have to interfere if he wants anything. So I'll go 1 here. Look, this city's already completed because all of the land tiles that are adjacent have been occupied. And I'm going to put 1 in the river. You can see what I've got in my rack here, and I think I'm going to use this kind of piece in the river. So remember, I couldn't use multiple farmers because once you put something in the river, you can only place 2 pieces. So the rivers do slow things down, and dare I say in a Knizia game, there's a little bit of theme there that you feel that the geographical structure does matter. Okay, let's see this. We've completed this city. So I'll score Jace first. 2 points for that part, 2 points for that part. He gets 4.
To 10.
And I've got 2, 4, and then stars as well. 6, 8, nothing for these, nothing here. So 8 points for me. Nice lead. I claim the city, and when you put the city in front of you, you score points. You're
Yes.
doing that wrong.
So yeah.
No points for you,
Yep.
and 1 point for me. And it's over to you again.
Mm-hmm.
I should say, now, a thing that we didn't readily understand, what I said about I didn't like the rule book very well, is that you can play into this piece. It's actually clearly written in the rules, but none of us had caught it. So we can now play into this spot if we want, but it doesn't really give much advantage in this case. Jace, what have you got?
So I'm gonna both develop and cut him off. So I placed this in the river and then place this star here.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Nothing new to say about that, I don't think. Now, I can get an extra point here. I'm going to put this character in the river and this piece here, and this is one of these hexes that annoys me. It's not river, but it looks like it here. Now, Jace could put 2 pieces here. In fact,
It was just
he could put 2 pieces here to cut off the obvious connections. Or he could play 3 farmers here, and I'm betting that he doesn't want to do that because that would be an expensive move. But we'll
Yes.
see. All right, Jace, what were you thinking there? What were you thinking?
So I need to get the city so that I don't get behind.
Right,
the
not
city
falling
scoring.
behind.
Yes, and then I need to connect all my white pieces now. So I place this white tile here.
Nice.
So now it's connected, and since I'm scoring for this, it also scores for those
Oh, for
pieces.
goodness
there.
sake. So he's got all of this connection
Yes.
up here.
So now I'm going to score for this city. First starts with me. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So now that's 8.
8 points for white.
So that's 18. Then for blue, since he hasn't connected
So I
this,
didn't make the connection. If I'd been able to get up to the connection, look, I would have
Yeah.
scored here, but didn't get
so
it.
he only got 2. 1, 2.
2.
So now I have a city, and then for city scoring, I got 1, and then Latch also got 1. So
Right.
now I'm not behind in city scoring.
Okay. If you take 2 cities in a turn, as you might, then you score twice for the city bonus, which could be useful.
Yes.
The question is he going to develop his own, or is he going to interfere with me? I think he might want to develop his own, but I don't want him to take this city here. Well, I'm going to go here and here, and we'll see how it goes. No ziggurats, no crop fields, no cities. Jace?
His guess was right. I'm going to develop on my side. So here, I'm going to place this one here so that this is now connected.
Nice.
And finally, since I want to get ahead of the city tiles, I'm going to score this one now. So all of these tiles will score for this one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So that's 16
16
points.
for white.
Yes. So that's 19 plus 16. It's 19 plus 16, 35. And then for blue, none.
None for
So I take the city and we do city scoring. So blue got
2 points.
2
Sorry,
points
2
for white
points for white
and 1 point for blue.
1 point for blue. And on we go.
Yes.
Now, feeling badly behind here. I think what I'm going to do is an interfering move here.
Using the peasants to interfere with the nobles. How cool.
I'm going to take that field. That's not very good, but it'll get me going. So none of the cities were completed, but we take the crop field. That's very early for a crop field move, but
Yes.
it was because I was, oh wait, I can do that one. Look, I can do that one. Let's have that one as well. And then I'll take, so we'll score this one first. Let's made a mess of that. 2, nothing for Jace. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 for me. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I can take the city and put it in front of me. Now, because the city's been planted in front of me, I did get to score 2 points. 1, 2. Jace scores 2 points. 1, 2. Now, I can take the crop field, and because there are 4 cities in front of us, score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is a very low score for a blue tile.
Yeah, so it's not a very good blue tile score, but it was available to me because I had a lot of farmers.
Instead, I'm going to claim a city. This one. Obviously, blue doesn't get any scores from it. He only has 2 peasants. So now I score for mine. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Another 16 for me.
16 points for white. 55?
No, 39 plus 16. Oh yeah, 55. So
55. Nice lead.
And then the city score.
The cities, 3 for white, 1, 2, 3, and only 2 for blue.
Yes.
2. Now, we're not going to play an entire game, slightly short, but you see how the thing progresses. So I'm going to go here. 1, 2, 3. 3 points for the ziggurats. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go here to complete that.
Nice.
So again, land tiles are completed. Nothing for Jace, and 2, 4, 6, 8.
Just
8 points for blue. 2, 4, 6, 8. I take the tile, put it in front. 3 extra points. 1, 2, 3. Jace? 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're getting almost down to the end here.
Yes. And oddly enough, I guess I'm the one who's going to get the ziggurat first.
Oh.
So that's facing those
3 points?
That's 3 points.
3
So
points
that's
again.
6.
6 points for your ziggurat places. 2, 4, 6.
And so I'll need to take power. Do we have powers this game?
Yeah, take a power.
Okay. Since I'm taking up power, I'm gonna take this extra turn power and immediately use it
Nice.
because I have now 4 peasants, so I can take this. And then it's a bit early, but I have to do this. Take this one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So first the ziggurat scoring. I'll take this plus 10. So just an
Right.
additional 10 points.
10 points for white. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And then this blue scoring. So we have 6 total cities. So another
6 points. 2, 4, 6.
And that's all it is.
Now, we don't have time to play the entire game all the way through, but you can see there's just another couple of turns left, and so we start there. So if you play a 2-player game, it's not more than half an hour. Very satisfying. You could probably play best of 3 in half an hour. We quite enjoyed our 2-player
Yes.
games, haven't we? We're not going to finish it now, but you can see how it's going. It's great. I really like this game.
Yeah, it is. Especially even though it's just 2 players, there's still a lot of things that you can do defensively, offensively, and such. And if with more players, then it's much more chaotic, especially if someone doesn't know what to do. And
I've got another couple of cities to score here, as he has over there. Only time will tell. Would have enjoyed playing it out, but we've run out of time. If you enjoyed it, we'll try and do some more of these. Please join us again on Watchful Studio. Goodbye.
Bye.